Welcome, Scorpio. This is your monthly focus for November 2022. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Let's dive right into the astrology. We start with the 8th. We have a lunar eclipse. We have the lunar eclipse happening in your sign of relationships. And of course, the sun is in your sign. Now, the sun sits in between Venus and Mercury. The moon sits in between the north node and Uranus. So when it comes to your love life, expect the unexpected. Something may completely transform yourself, the love you have of yourself, or the love of another. It might change the dynamics of who you are or the dynamics of the relationship. And trust me, when your love life can be, you can raise your love life to this beautiful, impressive stature, is what I heard. So this could be a personal shift, very sudden. Anything that happens, it'll be as all of a sudden you won't be expecting it. It'll rock your boat. Okay, and expect the unexpected when it comes to your relationships. Now, on the 16th, Venus moves out of your sign into Sag. Mercury follows, then the sun. Then we end on the 23rd with the new moon in Sagittarius at 1 degree. So talk about a financial windfall for you. If you work for someone else, this is the time to ask for the promotion, ask for the raise. You know, if you always want to launch a product, this is the time. You always want to start a business, this is the time. If you always wanted to invest your money in some way, you know, we want to think things through, but definitely it is a good time to look at different investment plans for yourself to grow your money, to make your money work for you. So you could be cultivating your talents, your ability to really change your approach to making money. So really give it a lot of thought to your talents, to your possessions, to the money that you want in your life, where you want that financial expansion to happen in your life. We also have Mars in retrograde. You know, you might have been making a lot of changes lately in your life, and it's time to slow down on making new changes and start looking at some of the changes that you have done so far. It is about death and rebirth. It is about you being the primal mystic that you are and really understanding what you've done in the past, what changes you've made, and how to expand on that change in some way or grow it stronger in some way so it can be a foothold for you going forward rather than trying a lot of new experiences under Mars. So now, if it's well thought out, of course, but we won't have that oomph. Okay, that oomph won't really come until the new year. So know that if you have an idea, even if you put it on paper during this month towards your financial success, but you want to do so much more than that. Okay, so but even if you just put it on paper and you start sketching out a rough strategy on how to go about it, okay, that will even bring energy into your finances long term, because remember, it is an eclipse. So we're talking the next 6 months worth of energy right up into April. These things can happen in your life when it comes to money, when it comes to the finances. So or I'm sorry, that's about your relationships. When it comes to your relationships, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I was talking about the new moon, and then I flipped over to the lunar eclipse. So really, that's your finances. So anything can happen. Okay, Uranus is in the picture. Anything can happen. And it's the same to say about your voice and how you are talking to people. You really have to stay on the straight and narrow. You really can't expand to a little white lie in order to convince somebody, or I don't want to use the word manipulate somebody into your way of thinking, but I can't think of something better, and that's the word they gave me. So You really have to remain, your word is your honor, your word is your bond, right? Keeping the integrity intact and with your voice is paramount all month for you. And that is because Saturn and your voice are talking, okay? And you could be saying a lot with your relationships. You could be talking things out. You might be talking to a confidant, a mentor, maybe your spouse, a close friend. Maybe you're talking to coworkers about things that need to happen in the relationship or things that you need to step into with the relationship. And you really can't color outside the lines right now when it comes to things like that. Okay, let's go to the cards, shall we? Have a faith. Okay, our shadow card, I almost forgot. Look at this, successes. So you've had some successes. And this card tells you not to rest on your laurels. You are in full armor here. You are ready to go forward. Even your horse is in armor. I mean, you're not taking any chances. You've planned this through. Now, the wands on the out here, it's got a lot of growth. So you've had a lot of growth already. This is not a time to rest on your laurels. This is not a time to take a break. This is a time to push through and start the next endeavor. And then underneath it is the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is the shadow to the shadow card. And the Ten of Wands is telling you time to stop, time to reflect on all that you are taking forward with you. And to realize what truly needs to go with you. What has the growth potential? What is deadwood in your life? Okay, so we'll keep those two. But we're talking wands, so there's a lot of creativity here. There's a lot of motivation. There's a lot of momentum. There's a lot of potential when we think things through of where we want to go and what we've been taking with us that no longer has value. Okay, our first card is, look at this, the Five of Cups. But if you tend to look at the negative, you're going to miss a lot of opportunities. If you tend to look at where you might have failed, even though failed isn't really a thing, okay? It's just your perception of the events that took place. It's very important that you turn around, that you see the things that you can do. Maybe the lessons that you have learned along the way. The challenges you've already faced and have been successful at. And applying those things to your tomorrow. Rather than looking at where you messed up, where you failed, where you took the wrong step, or you feel you took the wrong step, or said the wrong words, or didn't say the words when it was appropriate to, or failed to do the action, or did the action and you know that you shouldn't have done it. Those kinds of things can haunt you quite easily and pull your energy down. So be careful of that kind of energy and really look towards what you can create, what can be new in your life, where you can step next. Two of Swords, there's definitely a decision to be made here. Now we are in red, so it will take a passion, but I'm thinking more so a courage to make this decision. It's not an easy decision. It's a hard decision. And you can look outside of yourself, okay? This is a very emotional decision that you're making as well, because look at the waters here. The big waves are coming in at us. We hold the answers within. That is what the blindfold means. That we have to look inwardly to find the true answers. We have to be truthful with ourselves. We have to have that conversation with ourselves and understand our emotions that we feel when we start to make those decisions in one way or another. If you decide to go this way, what are you feeling? Are you feeling a tenseness? Are you feeling a relaxation? Are you grimacing? Is your face full of tension? Are you smiling? Are you even giggling a little bit? What is your emotions telling you? Because that, talk to your intuition, talk to that gut feeling and say, what should I do? And then be truthful with yourself and have the courage to enact that plan. And it might be unfavorable. I hear it might be unfavorable. Everybody's telling you no, no, no. You have to go with your gut here. You have to go with your intuition. Don't worry. If those things are supposed to be in your life and you're worried about, they will be in your life. It will work out, okay? But it's about being true to you, your values, your beliefs, your morals. And we have the Queen of Swords, so it's about protecting your dreams. It's about nurturing your dreams. It's about fueling them with passion and commitment. For work and career, we have, look at this, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, it's going to take a lot of work. Roll up your sleeves and get busy. That's how you're going to go forward. Nothing is just going to happen. But the way I'm seeing these cards during these days, which I've never seen before, is I think that there was a wall there, just a complete wall, and you took out your paintbrush and you started painting. You painted the archway, you painted the pentacle on top, knowing that this, what you were painting, was going to be a path towards abundance. You've put in a tree now, you've got the sky going here, and you're going to work down until you can walk through that portal. So it's about laying all the foundation, the brickwork, the strategy, knowing that what you are going for long term will evolve out of what you're doing today. And you may not see a lot of progress here, but the work needs to be done, and you know the work needs to be done, and that is going to bring in great successes for you going forward. For love and relationships, upside down pentacle. Ooh. I'm not planning on doing it upside down, but I am going to take that into, what are you hesitating on? What don't you believe that you can do, that you can actually do? What are your talents and your abilities and your gifts? Where are you holding back on yourself? Where do you think maybe somebody else has that power, or somebody else has that talent and ability, and you're not worthy of it? This card is asking you to pay attention to what is being shown to you right now, because that is telling you what path, it is the right path. It's affirming it for you. It's saying this is always being in your vision these days, because we want you to pay attention to it. We want you to walk forward towards it. So grab onto it, and you will see the doorway to your tomorrow. And it's foggy there. You don't know a lot of what's going to happen once you pass through that gate, but it is the path to abundance. And so you have to keep that front and center. Stop worrying about past failures, what you didn't accomplish, what you didn't do. It's a new day. It's a new day to walk towards your path, and it might take a very uncomfortable decision in order to step into that path, and definitely it's going to take some work. Okay, our spirituality is the Empress card. And this is especially, it was the relationship card, and I really didn't even touch on saying the word relationship at any time. So this might be relationships that you're encountering. Maybe you're seeing the negative in the relationship, and you need to open your eyes to some of the positives within the relationship. Maybe you need that discussion. Maybe you need that conversation. Maybe that relationship is keeping you from your path. Maybe that relationship is your path. So only you will know. And once again, it could be a very hard decision for you. And don't worry about what happened in past relationships, okay? This is a new relationship, or it's a different relationship. So you can't apply all of the same stuff to this relationship. It just won't work, and you won't have success going forward. So, okay, the Empress for your spirituality. Wow, this is about transformation. This is about birthing something. This is about inventing something. This is about getting out in nature and grounding yourself so that you feel solid, so you feel centered, so that you feel strong and capable. So I would definitely advise going out in nature throughout this month, walking by a stream, a river, an ocean, standing near a waterfalls, whatever it may be, going for a hike through the forest, sitting out on your patio and just taking a couple of deep breaths of fresh air. If that's a possibility for you, absolutely do these things, because it will nurture it'll nurture you from the inside out, and it'll make you stronger and more capable in the process. Really about grounding yourself. If you have the opportunity to go barefoot on the ground, definitely do that. Okay, and really feel the energy of the ground, the earth coming in to greet your body and strengthening it. From that, look up into the sun and feel the sun on your face, feel the wind in your hair. Health and well-being. Well, you know what? We have the wish card for health and well-being. So what do you want in your life? How great do you want your world? How stress-free do you want your world? How balanced do you want your world? How much love do you want to accept into your world? How much spirituality do you want to grow into your world? What is your home like? Does it make you feel safe? Does it make you feel relaxed? Is there a harmony about it? Do you want that harmony to surround you? So it's looking about those things in your health and well-being. And I think with Jupiter is just gone into Pisces. It is in retrograde. It'll be in Pisces for the until the entire month, and then it will go direct at the end of the month and start going out of Pisces. I think around Christmas time or something, it pops into Aries, which is all about your health and well-being. So really, the more that you can meditate about your health and well-being of, this could be your habits, this could be your behaviors, this could be, but really maybe you're looking at a change in life in your sleeping, your eating, your exercising, your spirituality. It could be a mixture of those things, but really look at those things over the next 2 months, so that when you actually get Jupiter into your health and well-being, it is the expansion of your health and well-being, and you will be well versed in what you need personally in order to walk this path. So that's a pretty exciting card, actually, when you look at that. Now we'll take a Rose Oracle for you here. And we have the Wild Rose. The Wild Rose. So do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness, untamed. Milo, what are you barking about? If someone says you're not normal, say thank you. If someone says that what you're doing isn't normal, say naturally. The wild rose knows that no one rose is the same as another. She doesn't try to bloom in a neat row according to schedule. She doesn't open and close according to who walks by. She trusts. She trusts her timing. She blooms with wild abandon. She is resilient. She knows who she is. The wild rose knows her true, unique nature, and she wants you to remember yours too. She knows that what makes you wild makes you free. That it's what kept us contained that's causing us harm. Now our diverse, unique nature is what's needed now, more than ever. This card comes with an invitation to do what would make you feel most free, to trust in the very thing that makes you stand out, to realize that you were never meant to fit in. You were never meant to grow in a perfect, cultivated way. You were never meant to bloom in unison with someone else. You were never meant to be captive or controlled. Nature is full of diversity. It's imperative to its survival, and it is to ours too. So be who you came here to be. Express what you came here to express. Sing the song that you came here to sing. Together the wild ones will be the ones who set us all free. The mantra that you can cling to for the month of November is, I feel free. I free myself from all that keeps me captive. I allow the unique wildness within me to be free. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.